One important feature of Adobe Photoshop is the layer pane. If the pane is not visible, you can go to Window menu and keep the layer pane checked. Photoshop layers are like sheets of stacked paper. When you add an image on your file, a layer is created for that image. So you can see that for every image there is a layer, and you can very conveniently edit any image present in a particular layer, like adding special effects or changing the brightness. You can add some layer styles, you can increase or reduce the opacity, you can change the blend modes, you can do whatever you want with the current layer. So you can see that for the current layer, you are allowed to change the opacity. That means you can make it less or more transparent. You can also change the blend modes, and at the bottom of the layer pane you can see many icons, okay, to add some effects. Okay, this icon effects is for adding some layer styles. You can also select and delete a layer by clicking on this delete button. You can create new layer by clicking on this new layer icon. You can also create new groups. You can add a layer mask, or you can add new fill or adjustment layers. So all these you will learn later in this tutorial. Another important panel is the history panel. You have to open it from the window menu. The history panel is a tool which creates chronological top-down view of every action that you perform on your file. So you can easily undo or redo an action using the history pane. Now you'll be learning something about the many different selection tools that are there in the Photoshop software. The most commonly used tools are the lasso tools and the marquee tools. So other than that, we also very frequently use the quick selection tool, the magic wand tool, and the object selection tool. Let me show you how to use the lasso tool. Lasso tool is one of the selection tools. With this tool, you can make a free form selection. All you have to do is left click once, and then you can draw a free form shape like this to create the path. When you come back to the starting point, the tool makes a selection like this. You can see that there is a broken line around my selection and it's running. So we know that the selection has happened. So if you want, you can move this shape wherever you want on your file, or you can place it on a new file. In this lesson, I am going to show you all how to use the polygonal lasso tool. You will find this tool under the other lasso tools. This is the second tool. With this tool, you can select objects that have sharp corners, like for example a square, rectangle, or shapes that are more polygonal. So in the beginning, you have to left click once to start your selection, and then keep moving your cursor around the object. Remember to click once in the corners so that you make better selection in the corner instead of making a more roundish selection. Keep clicking and move around the object like this. So let me do it more quickly. To create a path, you have to come back to the starting point and click once. So you can see that now around my selection, you can see a broken line and it's running. That means we have made the selection. Now you can take move tool and you can take your selection and place it wherever you want on your file, or you can keep it on a new file. In this lesson, I am going to show you how to use the magnetic lasso tool, which you will find under the lasso tool. This tool also is used to make selections. It's a very easy way of making the selection. You just have to left click once, and then you have to release the left mouse button and you have to move the cursor around the object. You can see that the tool is automatically making the selection. To close a path, you have to come back to the starting point and then left click once. Now you can do whatever you want with your selection. If you want, you can take move tool and move your selection wherever you want or place it on a new file.